Hey guys, welcome back to the Ask for Speed channel. I'm Jason Speed here at the AutoNation USA in Wesley Chapel, bringing you another episode of Speed's Pre-Owned Reviews. And today I am showing you debatably America's most iconic muscle car. And if for anyone who watches my channel knows that this is something that I am very familiar with, it's a 2021 Challenger Scat Pack Widebody. And it's something that combines retro styling with modern day technology and some serious horsepower. So without all the blah, 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 here's the Scat Pack. So you guys know how I like to do. Right at the very beginning, we talk about what's under the hood. This Scat Pack gives you a 392 cubic inch motor. That's a 6.4 liter V8, no turbo, just a big, powerful, naturally aspirated motor. It's going to give you about 485 horsepower, 475 pound-feet of torque, and paired that with the 8-speed automatic transmission that you can manually shift through via the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. You can get this thing 0 to 60 in about 4.3 seconds. It's what Dodge says is your biggest bang for your buck horsepower to dollar ratio. So let's take a look at the exterior, and right up front, of course, you have that retro style Challenger written in the grille. It's the RT trim. The RT trim, of course, this is the Scat Pack, the bigger RT trim. You have down below in that wide open front grille is the forward collision warning adaptive cruise control safety feature that you have in that little spear cone looking thing. The air intake is actually in the headlights, which is super cool. Intake right through the headlights. Of course, you have your wide open scoop up top for air intake, and then the vents down below for dissipating heat on both sides. So the triple scoop feature on the front, it's got that really just gritty, aggressive stance you have to it with the wide body. The wide body adds 3.5 inches to the overall stance, which is going to improve your handling, your center of gravity, and it got the wider wheels on there as well. 6-piston SRT Brembo brakes you have right on the front, and you have 4-piston in the rear, so you have superior stopping power in the world of racing. Of course, that lovely 392 Scat Pack badge right on the front. On the Challenger, you're going to have the button on the door for locking it when you get out, and then if you put your hand underneath it with the key fob, you'll have you can unlock it without having to take the key fob out of your pocket. The blind spot monitoring on the mirror, you can see that. And let me show you how the rest of the exterior looks. Lovely Scat Pack badge right on the back. The dual exhaust, that nice throaty exhaust that you hear from, seems like miles away. This one has the rear park assist features, the sensors that go off to let you know when you're getting close to something. That retro style fuel cap, that fuel door that they had in the 70s Mopar. Of course, that is where the Challenger was born in the 70s, where it gets a lot of its inspiration. And man, this is such a aggressive, bold looking car. All right, so here I am inside the Challenger. I'm gonna turn the interior lights on just so I can have better lighting. But this is the Plus package. So what you're gonna have in the RT Plus package is the upgraded interior with the Alcantara leather. That nice red accents is one of the most sought after interiors in the Scat Pack. You're gonna have the advanced safety features like the adaptive cruise control, the forward collision warning, the forward collision braking, things like that. The lane keep assist. You're gonna have the SRT pages that come standard with the Challenger Scat Pack. Steering wheel, like I mentioned, you have the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel, and you also, if I could turn this around, so there's buttons behind the steering wheel where you can control the volume in the radio and even what audio sources in there. Paddle shifters, of course. You can see on the speedometer, this thing will do 180 miles an hour, at least what it's labeled for. I don't think it'll go that fast. I think it's governed out, but it'll feel like that all the time. Memory seats, 2 driver setting memory seats. And then down here, so you have all your AC controls, all of your SRT pages, things like that are right at a fingertip distance away. Now, I'm actually not going to drive this car tonight because there is someone here who is waiting to see it, so I'm going to hurry up and wrap this video up. But I do want to show you real quick the SRT pages and the performance pages and different things like that. So if you hit drive modes, that opens up the SRT dashboard, and then that's going to allow you to change the drive mode from track to sport to custom, and everything that you changes an aspect of the vehicle, like the transmission, the suspension, the braking. Like everything is different based on what mode you're in, right? As far as the drive modes, you can go right here and you can see the different ones. There's even a valet mode, so if you go out on like a night out on town, park in your car at a restaurant or a hotel, and someone drives your car, you can put it in valet mode with a 4-digit PIN, and they won't be able to do anything to your car performance-wise. If you go back to SRT dashboard, you have performance pages. Now, performance pages is probably everyone's favorite page or screen on the Scat Pack and high horsepower cars with Mopar, because you can actually track real-time performance in what this car can do or what you can do driving around. So you can see the different pages that you have on the side over here. You have the timers that gives you your 1/8 of a mile, your 1/4 mile, your 1,000 feet, you know, all those different things. Reaction time, you can see recent, last, best. This has all been reset, so but you can save that. You have gauges for any information you want to see. There's a couple pages there. G-force is really cool because as you're out driving around, you can see where like the apexes of the track and where you're hitting corners kind of hard based on how far that dot comes out the center. As far as the engine, you see like real time what kind of power and pound-feet of torque you're getting out to the wheels, especially with your oil PSI. So if I was to rev this, you can see how that changes and the numbers spike. And if you go to dyno, you can see real time what that power is, the output that you're getting to the wheels, and a chart that you can record up to 180 seconds. So that's really, really cool in the performance pages side. Go back to SRT, you also have the race options, where if you want to line lock and just roast the tires and just do a big burnout. Launch control, if you want to launch at a higher RPM, it'll tell you to put your foot on the brake, put your foot on the gas, and straighten the steering wheel out first, and then let your foot off the gas, and off the brake, and it'll let you launch at a much higher RPM level. And then shift light, if you're shifting manually, the shift light will come on when it's time to shift. But it's really, really, really cool performance pages and race options that you have with the SRT dashboard. Now you have Bluetooth, you have heated and vented seats in the Plus package. You have heated steering wheel in the Plus package. You don't have nav on the screen, but I believe if you plug it in the middle console, you'll have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto on the screen itself. So you'll have that instead. You don't have to update your maps or anything like that. You can see down below. Now, you do have the paddle shifters here, but if you was to put this in drive, you could actually slap it over to manual, where you can shift down or push it forward to shift down and shift it back to shift up. So that's nice. It's something that you can get the feel for a manual, but with an automatic whenever you need it. Doesn't have a sunroof, but you do have the assist button and the SOS button. So the assist button will connect you to one of 3 call centers. It'll be Dodge Care, Uconnect, or I can't remember what the third one is. But that's a service that you could subscribe to if you needed something like over-the-air diagnostic, if you had a check engine light, or if you needed help finding your vehicle, whatever the case is. There's a whole service that comes with the app. And then SOS will be an interceptor that connects you to either a 911 operator or roadside assistance. That used to be a 911 button, but people kept pressing it and unnecessarily calling 911. So now there's an interceptor that's an extra step to get to 911, just to make sure that it is, in fact, an emergency. Place to have your sunglasses right up top with the dome lights, and garage door openers right at the top as well. And there is plenty of room, and I would dare say, so there's even plenty of room in the back seat, more so than what you get out of most muscle cars like the Camaro, the Mustang, other cars like that. But there is an ample amount of room. I've actually gone on plenty of test drives in the back seat. And then the last thing I'll show you is on the steering wheel, there's these controls where you can go through these different screens. There is a performance page screen on your driver information display that will give you your real-time performance. So anytime you're in gear, like I'm in gear now, it says ready, anytime you're in gear and ready for a 0 to 60 test. You can see the best 0 to 60 is 4.9. That's getting on a little bit because that's just shy of what the best the car can do. But 7.4, 8.2, those aren't at all getting on the car. That's just, you know, enjoying the drive. But you can go through there and see 130 is the fastest this has been since it's been reset. So that's real time. That's not anything the dealership played with. Obviously they reset that, but they didn't reset this. 130, you have braking time, lap time, G-force, all this performance pages right here at your fingertips that you can see as you're driving around. So there's a high score set. All you gotta do is come beat it. And then the last thing I'll show you before I wrap this video up is the amount of space that you have in the trunk. Mopar, we call this the Costco King in relation to other muscle cars. You can fit golf clubs in the back of this thing left and right and still have plenty of room for other gear like a gym bag or groceries or a haul at Costco. You can fill it all in there. So big wide opening, not like the glove box opening that you have as a trunk for the Camaro, but huge wide opening and plenty of space to put anything you need in there. Plus the seats do fold down, so lots of space to even load long things in there. Thank you so much for watching. If you are at all interested in this Challenger Scat Pack wide body, please do not hesitate. Reach out to me and let me know. We'll set up a time for you to come in and take it for a drive. I would love your help in getting this channel to grow. If you wouldn't mind liking this video, commenting, and subscribing to the channel especially, it would tremendously help me out. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next Speed's pre-owned reviews.